never left his town, who very profoundly said, if you want to be well liked, do not lie, who never, ever strayed from his very strict schedule, and whose companion was a walking stick named Miss Lampe, believe it or not, also started a philosophical... It would become known as the Copernican Revolution of Philosophy, and it would have even farther-reaching impacts on philosophy than the American Revolution would have on politics. When Kant first entered the scene, he claimed that nothing could hurt his faith in God, but he also claimed that God could not be demonstrated through science. To prove this, he pointed out the three main arguments that are often used in proving God's existence. The first of these was the ontological argument. Kant focused in this argument was that God is the being of which no greater can be conceived. Kant focused in on this argument and denied it by saying that existence is not a predicate. His thinking behind this was that existence isn't like a property that can be given to an object, but rather the relationship of a concept of an idea, a concept of a thing, and reality. This is the logic he used to disprove this first argument. The next argument that he attacked is the cosmological argument, which is that if you believe something exists, then you are left with four options. 1, that the perceived reality is an illusion. 2, that the reality is self-created. 3, that the reality is self-existent. And 4, that the reality was ultimately created by something that is self-existent. Now, the problem that Kant had with this argument is that in the final analysis of which of these four options is correct, he saw it as ultimately falling back onto the ontological argument, which he has shown he does not like. He's basically saying, hey guys, I see you made this other argument for God, which is great and all, but it's just the ontological argument in disguise. So I think I'm gonna pass on this one. Finally, Kant attacked the teleological argument, which is that the intricate design and order of the universe ultimately directly points to there being a higher creator, which is God. Now, here's where Kant seems to have mixed feelings, because he actually agrees that the order seen around us in nature and suggests that there was an orderer to put it there. But he connects it to the law of causality, which he connects back to the cosmological argument, which he then connects back to the ontological argument, which we know he does not like. Now, Kant may be grasping at straws here, just trying to find a reason why he doesn't like this argument, but I'll leave that up for y'all to decide. Now, what is interesting about all of this is after all of this time and effort that Kant has put in to denying these proofs about God's existence, he still doesn't actually deny his existence. He only denies that he can be rationally proven or rationally disproven. In fact, Kant actually provides his own ethical argument for God. Act as if the maxim of thy action were to become a universal law of nature. This is Kant's golden rule. The idea behind this is that without God, ethics would be meaningless. The idea is that if he even claims that even if we cannot actually know God exists, we still must live as if he does, in order for ethics and society to even be possible. Although it seems Kant is simply throwing God out the window, it is really just that he doesn't like some of the arguments that are used in defense of God. Kant gave us a new approach to ethics. He pushed for faith in religion, and he influenced some major thinkers down the road, such as Hegel, Sartre, and Kierkegaard. Now, whether or not you agree with Kant's beliefs, he will go down in history as a revolutionary philosopher and a hermit. Thank you.